And previously in Europe against English sides, they haven't had the greatest record. They've lost to Leeds, they've lost to Tottenham, they've lost to Aston Villa, and they also lost to Chelsea, as I said. But in this season's competition, of course, they have beaten Leicester, and they did also beat Rangers in the last round. Hello, I'm Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over again, the Positive Arsenal channel. In this video, I'm going to look ahead to this week's Europa League quarter-final first leg match here at the Emirates against Slavia Prague. I'm going to look at the history of the club. I'm going to look at their coach. I'm going to go through the Arsenal team lineup and also give a score prediction. Just before I get into all that, just want to make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. If you enjoy what I do, you like some positive Arsenal content, please click on the subscribe button down in the corner there. It does help the channel to grow. It is completely free of charge and it helps it to reach a bigger audience. If you like the video as well, please give it the thumbs up, and also as well, if you've got any comments at all to make about this particular game or anything else to do with Arsenal, please drop them in the comments box below, as I do try to reply to as many as I can. So Slavia Prague, they were formed in 1892 and they are the second most successful club in Czech football. They did win 20 league titles where it was Czechoslovakia, and since the change to the Czech Republic in 1993, they've won a further 6 league titles, including 3 of the last 4 seasons. That's 2017, 2019, and of course last season as well. In Europe, they've played 190 games. They've won 67, drawn 52 and lost 71. They've scored 218 goals and conceded 231. Their best performance in Europe was in 1996 when they reached the semi-final of the UEFA Cup, and they did of course reach the quarter-finals of this Europa League in 2019 before losing to eventual winners Chelsea. But the less said about that, the better. In 2007-2008, they reached the Champions League group stages for the first time. We'll come on to that a little bit later because we were drawn against them in that group. And previously in Europe against English sides, they haven't had the greatest record. They've lost to Leeds, they've lost to Tottenham, they've lost to Aston Villa, and they also lost to Chelsea, as I said. But in this season's competition, of course, they have beaten Leicester, and they did also beat Rangers in the last round. They won the away leg 2-0 in both of those 2 ties. In terms of some ex-players of theirs that we may well have heard of, there's of course the 2 guys at West Ham, Vladimir Koufal and Thomas Souček. Of course, both are previous Slavia Prague players, and a few others as well. Some people might remember Jan Stejskal. Of course, he was a goalkeeper at Queen's Park Rangers for quite a number of years. Karol Pavorsky, of course, who played for Manchester United. Vladimir Smica, who was of course at Liverpool, and also Radek Cherny, another goalkeeper. He played for QPR and Tottenham. So they're all ex-Slavia Prague players who have played in the Premier League. In terms of their coach then, he's Jindřich Trpalski, and he's been coach since 2017, during which time he's won 2 league titles and 2 cups, which included a double in 2019. In terms of current form, then Slavia Prague are 14 points clear at the top of the Czech First Division. They're unbeaten in all 25 league games this season. They've conceded just 15 goals. Their last game at the weekend was a 0-0 draw away at a team called Zobrojanka, and they've only conceded 1 goal in their last 4 league games and none at all in the last 3. They were knocked out of the Champions League in the qualifying round. They lost 4-1 on aggregate to Midtjylland from Denmark. They did finish second in their Europa League group as well, behind Bayer Leverkusen. And of course, in the knockout stages, they've beaten both Leicester and Rangers with 2-0 away victories following draws at home. Their top scorer this season is Abdullah Sima, the Senegal striker. He scored 15 goals, while Jan Kocher is second with 14. So in terms of our previous meetings against Slavia Prague, we've only played them twice before, and I say that was in the group stage of the Champions League in 2007-2008 season. The first game here at the Emirates, we did win 7-0, a really good performance that was from Arsenal. Alexander Hleb was amongst the goals, along with Nicholas Bentner and Theo Walcott as well. A really good performance that was. And then in the return game in Prague, we drew 0-0. So that's the only 2 previous times that we've played against Slavia Prague. So they've never managed to score a goal against us. Of course, that was a very very long time ago. And as we said, looking at their recent form in this competition, I'm not expecting a game anywhere like that this week. So in terms of our lineup then, I think there's going to be a few changes. There's going to have to be some changes, isn't there, due to some injuries that we've got. Looks like Kieran Tierney might be out as well. So we're down to the bare bones a little bit, but there may be some good news on the injury front as well. So this is a lineup I'm expecting Mikel Arteta to go with for this game. I know it's difficult to predict, but I'm going to try and do my best. So I think in goal will be Bernd Leno, of course, as usual. At right back, I've got a feeling it's going to have to be Hector Bellerin for this particular game. I think the centre-backs will be Rob Holding and Gabriel. Again, David Luiz now is going to be out possibly for the rest of the season. And left back, I think it's going to have to be Cedric with Kieran Tierney's injury. The good news is Granit Xhaka should return in midfield following illness, so I think he will partner Thomas Partey, give us a lot more stability in that area of the pitch. And in the front four as well, I've got a feeling we may see the return of Bukayo Saka as well. He's been training. I won't be surprised to see him start this game. Smith Rowe as well may be fit, but I've got a feeling he may start on the bench. So I think it'll be Odegaard in the number 10 position. I think Saka will be on the right. I think through the centre may well be Alexander Lacazette. It's just who's going to play on the left. Aubameyang's been really, really poor there. He doesn't work with him there with Lacazette through the middle. I would go with Gabriel Martinelli. I'm just not quite sure if Mikel Arteta's got the courage to do that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Aubameyang there, or possibly Smith Rowe with Aubameyang through the centre. I'm expecting it to be something similar to that, assuming that everybody's fit. As we've seen this season so far in the Europa League, Slavia Prague are certainly no mugs, and we're not going to be expecting another 7-0 as we did the last time they visited the Emirates. They've won 2-0 away at Leicester and they won 2-0 away at Rangers as well, although they were both in the second legs following draws at home. So it depends really on what Slavia Prague, what their tactics are going to be for this game. Are they going to try and keep it tight and try to get the win at home? Are they going to play a similar way to what they did in those last away games and try to play on the counter-attack and get a goal or two? I think it's going to be a very, very tough game. They're very strong, they're very organised, and I think this is going to be a big test. We're going to obviously have to play a lot better than we did against Liverpool, and if we do, then we're going to have a chance. But this is going to be a tough game. I'm not expecting a big win from Arsenal, I've got to be honest, and in fact, I'm not even sure if we'll win this game at all. You've got to say sometimes a 0-0 draw in a home leg actually isn't a bad result, because away from home, if you score a goal, puts massive pressure on the other team. But I think we will score in this game, but I also think Slavia Prague will score. So I don't think it's going to be the right result for us. I've got a feeling this might well end Arsenal 1, Slavia Prague 1. Make no mistake about it, this is going to be a really, really tough game. This is where the competition gets difficult, isn't it? You get to the quarterfinals of any cup, you've got to expect to be playing against good teams. And I think that's what we're going to find this week against Slavia Prague. Forget their history, forget the last meeting here. They're a good side, they're solid and they're organised. This is going to be a really tough 2 legs. Let's hope we can get a good result. I'm not confident we can beat them at home. I've got to be honest, our home form's been poor. But let's hope we can turn in a performance. And at least if we can go into the second leg with something to play for, we have been good away from home. We've done pretty well away from home in Europe as well, and that's in our favour. So let's hope we can come up with a good result this week to send us into that second leg with confidence. So that's my preview there of this week's Europa League quarter-final tie here at the Emirates against Slavia Prague. I say it's going to be a difficult game. Stay tuned to the channel because I've got some great stuff coming up. I will be doing a watch-along of this game tomorrow night. I'll be doing all the usual stuff, build-up and team news before the game, and then full match commentary and analysis. And I will get a fan cam show on after the game as well. It'll probably be a quick one. Get 2 or 3 fans on for some quick reaction. And then, of course, we'll be heading towards the weekend and the Premier League game against Sheffield United. I'll be doing my usual show on Friday, the preview show, the warm-up show. I'm hoping to get a Sheffield United fan on. We can go over memories of previous meetings, players that have played for both clubs, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be on Friday. And then, of course, the game on Sunday, I will be doing a watch-along of that as well, and a fan cam show. So loads and loads coming up on the channel. So if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button down in the corner there. Please give this video a like as well and share the content around. Just help the channel to reach a larger audience. And if you've got any comments at all to make about this game in the Europa League or anything else to do with Arsenal, please drop them in the box as well. And I will try to reply to as many as I can. I'll say stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for your support. Really big week this for Arsenal, isn't it? Massive week, in fact. Quarterfinals of the Europa League. We need this badly, don't we? Come on, you Gunners!
you.